What's up guys, I'm They Coming, and today I'm recapping a very special war, one that I was really excited about when we matched them, and that would be against none other than OneHive Invicta. OneHive is a member of the mighty OneHive clan family, and they are a CWL Rising participant, just like we are, so we are likely to face them again later this season and possibly in the playoffs, depending on how both of our clans fare. Anyways guys, as you can see, picking up the decisive victory, 84 to 75 stars, power 94.67% to 90.33%. So a huge margin of victory for us, and oh my goodness, guys, I have to pause just for a moment and just say how excited I was about this particular war. I learned how to play the game watching Jake and Powerbang, okay, and Jake is the OG YouTuber for OneHive. So getting to face off against a OneHive clan in a random matchup and also in a coming league matchup, that is just so exciting to me. You know, it makes me feel great about the work that I've been doing inside of this clan, and you know, just getting to this level, being able to compete with these guys, that's really, really cool to me. So big shout out to OneHive clans. Better luck in our coming matches with them, and let's get right into this recap. So first off, today we're going to be showing Antiplier hitting number 19. Now Antiplier here is going to be bringing the Witch Slap, and I typically don't like to show Witch Slaps on my channel, and guys, it's not because it's not viable. You know, I had one of my clanmates made a comment to me like, hey, you shouldn't, you know, diss on Witch Slap because, you know, some people might feel bad about using it. Okay, well, I'm allowed to have my opinions on the topic, and to me, I just don't like the attack because it is rather spammy, but when it's done properly, it totally works. And I'm not gonna say that it doesn't. You guys, obviously this base gets absolutely wrecked. Out of his 10 witches, I believe he still has 8 up at the end of the raid, so you know, having 8 witches up, that is a massive amount of troop space that just lives and lives and lives, and this strategy works. As you can see, he's got a great entry from that jump, that heal. Now this rage spell that he dropped right here, I don't think he got a whole lot of value out of that rage. This might have been a base just because of how spread out it is. Might have been a good base to take a second heal spell instead of that rage, just to make sure those bowlers are going to live. They end up living quite a bit anyway, so you know, just great base identification, understanding what he needed to smash this out. The queen does get a little bit hung up on some walls. She doesn't path across those jumps quite in time, but it's gonna end up being okay. The king is hanging on by a sliver of health, but as you can see on the bottom, 3 witches. Almost all the bowlers, I think that's 4 of the 5 bowlers have lived. They're gonna get this nice lucky skip on the town hall to take out that archer tower. Meanwhile, 5 witches under heal are gonna just wreck this other side of the base, and the queen will finally make it through it towards the very end, maybe, or is she just gonna beat walls the rest of this raid? I think that may be the case. Anyways, as you can see, just overwhelming these last 2-point defenses, not going to be enough to take it out, and beautiful, beautiful attack from Antiplier. So that's the Witch Slap. Let's go on down to looking at Elrond hitting number 20. Now Elrond here is bringing the Shattered Bolalo, and he gets a great entry and just excellent value from his kill squad, and he has a really pretty loon movement that I want to point out towards his second phase. He's just going to come in from 12 o'clock, dropping 2 golems and minimal funneling wizards. I think he only is going to drop 4 wizards here. That's just plenty. Putting the queen behind it to help power that down, the king and the bowlers behind, and he's going to drop his jump to just get right into the space. Look how many point defenses he's going to capture right here. He's going to get 2 cannons, an archer tower, another cannon, a Tesla, an air defense, a wizard tower, and an X-bow, and a second air defense right here. And he's going to even be able to make it over here and get the enemy queen. Meanwhile, the bowlers are still chucking rocks. They are still getting value. I mean, for goodness sakes. Great kill squad push. He's got 38% of the base so far before deploying the Lalo. Excellent job there. The first hound is down, and watch how these loons just path beautifully together. He's got to slow roll some loons into that rogue Tesla over there, and he's slow rolling his loons to get onto this third air defense. The haste spell to sweep these in across. Now look at this pretty little line of balloons. Just look at this arc that he gets as these two loon drops are deployed. Look, it's just a perfect little semicircle and just beautifully timed. One hound does pop. The second hound I don't think does pop, but that's okay. He's got plenty of cleanup. A wizard doing the top left side of the ring, and the queen is still inside of the base. I don't believe she'll get much value at all at this point, but the base is crushed. The rest is just cleanup. Let's 4x it. Good job to Elrond. That looked really pretty. He got everything that he wanted to out of his kill squad, and a little bit more actually. And just that beautiful loon arc that he had going there, that was really pretty, man. Good stuff, Elrond. Now let's look at Antiplier again. This is a double feature for Antiplier, hitting number 23. Now this time, Antiplier is bringing the Queen Pop Lalo. So he's not going to kill the queen with his royals. He's simply going to use his royals here to trade out for one air defense and several point defenses. So look what he's done. He drops his king, a single wizard there to help just clear a little bit of trash. The queen is going to end up going up. The king pops his ability, and the king will actually get this AD. He's going to beat the wall with the ability, take the air defense, and take this cannon, maybe, yep, and that's all he's gonna get with that. The queen had to use the ability to live. She's gonna take one more point defense here and then clean a little bit more trash. Meanwhile, he started his Lalo, 2 hounds into that first air defense, fighting a sweeper, so a little bit scary here. He drops the rage and the skeleton spell on top of the queen with a poison. The queen is going to fall to that skeleton spell and a couple lava pups that are floating over the top. Good job there. A third and fourth lava hound to sit on top of that air defense, and look at all of the point defense pointed at those hounds. Really great. He uses haste spells only to get on top of those defenses because they are all distracted. He doesn't need to heal there. Meanwhile, he's got only one hound. It is going to be cooked, and there's still an air defense left, but you know what? That's what the heal spell's for. All those loons will make it over on top of that air defense. And now the only thing that he's fighting, only thing he really has to worry about there was that wizard tower. It is going to fall, and there's just too many loons for this still dangerous little spot of the base to even worry about. He's going to get the 2 Teslas handily, and he's going to jump on top of that Expo, and that is going to be that. The rest is just cleanup. Good job to Antiplier. I really like that raid. It felt a little bit scary for a moment when the last hound died, but he just had too many loons up that were already full health and that heal spell to sustain through it. Good job, man. Let's move on. Let's look at Ultima Frost, hitting number 24. Now Ultima here is going to be bringing the Stoned Hobo, and he has a scary, frightening ending, but he clutches it. Now we're going to watch, and I'm going to point out something that maybe he could have done a little bit differently that would have made it a little bit less scary had he been a little bit more patient. And as you guys know, I really thrive on patient raids, you know, being able to really patiently get to that back end of your attack. And I think here he rushes it just a little bit. So let's watch how this shapes up. He's going to drop that single golem, the second golem, the third golem right across that jump spell, and he's created a nice beautiful funnel there. The CC does come out, but that poison is there to receive that. The king and queen are going to help beat that down, and the bowlers go in behind. So here we go. Kill Squad is slowly moving. He has not deployed his rage spell yet. He wants to get a little bit deeper before he pops that rage. The second jump is down. He still has not used a rage. There's the rage, and there's the heal. So really great patience on that portion of the raid. That Kill Squad is going to get quite a bit done. It's already carved out. Look at the defenses that are left over here. I mean, he's really just carved out a massive swath of defenses on one side of the base. Good job there. And look what he's got. He's got these 2 unbroken golems that really are not going to be able to contribute that much to this raid at this point, but the jump spell is still up, and they're going to get stuck. Now look what he's done here. He has these golems, he's a king, and he has the bowlers over here. He's already started to deploy these hog riders, and he has no spells for them. Meanwhile, he's got a bunch of scary defenses for those hogs to handle, so his queen is going to end up dying on the inside right now. If I were him, I would have been a little bit more patient dropping those hog riders, because he had this king which had some health. He had these barbarians, which also had health, and some bowlers and wizards trailing behind. If he'd waited a little bit longer, he could have utilized that tanking and made this a lot less scary. Meanwhile, look what he's got, guys. He's got no more hogs. And his king is heavily wounded. These golems are doing nothing for him at this point. So how is he gonna pull this 3-star out? How is he gonna do it? Look in the camps, he's got 3 wizards. He's gotta be super, super careful about deploying those wizards, otherwise this is not going to work in his favor. King steps in range, king is getting quickly melted. That's gonna go down. Ooh, a giant bomb, extremely unfortunate, but look, he drops the 1 wizard over there. They're gonna get that, they're gonna get that Tesla. The 1 wizard, the hero wizard, watch this. Hero wizard steps up at the last second, pop and pop, dies to the target that he was on, and the single wizard is gonna clutch the town hall. Ultima Frost cutting it real close on that one. Still, good job, man, 3-star. Let's move on to the next one. Squirtle verse number 27. Let's see. Now Squirtle here is bringing the Cold-Blooded Hog Raid, and he gets just really great heal spell placement here, and you need to watch how he does this. He's gonna start with this golem up here on the top, or actually, excuse me, I think he goes in down here at 6 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken, and he's gonna go right after that queen. Now the single jump is gonna just be to get the golem in and to get the king and queen behind and to kill that queen. That's all he cares about here. That's all he needs to make this work. The king are already down. The wizards have set the funnel nicely, and the queen is gonna go in behind. He has no bowlers in this composition, guys. No bowlers. They're not necessary. All he's doing is going after this queen. Now, unfortunately, friendly queen decides to go on a walk, as she usually does. He's gonna smack this enemy archer queen. That's dead. He's gonna clear a couple more buildings there. The queen is gonna come in and target this lava hound. Now watch what happens here. The hog riders have already been deployed. Nice healthy group already. The queen is going after this lava hound now, and she's gonna end up dying trying to take it down. The heal spell goes down. First heal, encompassing that bomb tower, really important, and bleeding over into the expo compartment. The second heal spell down early to handle this surprise Tesla farm on the outside. Beautiful there, and look, he's pathing over these giant bombs, but the hogs are being healed right back up to full. He's got 1 heal spell left, and no more likely giant bomb spots. So the key here is just timing this to get them over as many point defenses left, and he's gonna put this right over this enemy king pretty soon. Nope, a little bit deeper, yep, right over the king platform there. And now it's just, okay, he's got 1 lava pup flying over the top and the king chasing those hog riders, but there's too many hog riders. They're all full health, and they're gonna smack these last few defenses, and then eventually turn on this barbarian king. Good job to Squirtle taking it out. The single wizard there will be kind enough to snipe that lava pup. Very good. GG, man. Let's look over here at our last replay of the recap at Elrond hitting number 29. Now this is Elrond's second attack of the recap, but it was a great attack as well, and he's bringing the AQ charge Lalo, and gosh, this was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful how he does this. He's gonna end up merging his queen into a small kill squad. So let's watch what he does here. He's gonna use the baby dragon funnel up at 12 o'clock, and the queen her intention is to walk south over to 9 o'clock and enter at that double AD area. So going pretty well so far. Queen taking out some trash. She's gonna now next target those defenses inside there right after that cannon, then the air defense, and continue her merry way. Good job, man. Here he goes, the CC is out. He doesn't have a poison spell, so what's he gonna do here? There's 3 baby dragons in the air. Do you see a problem? The 3 baby dragons will not be raged because there is only one baby dragon does trigger that rage benefit. If there are more than 1 air troop in the area, the 3 baby dragons just don't do a lot. You see, he dealt with that with no poison spell. That's an ineffective CC, guys. Don't do that. That's a big no-no. So meanwhile, he started 1 little wizard down here to help clear a little bit of trash in order to set this funnel. He only had to get that army camp there to make this work. Very good job there. King and bowlers are going to make their way inside the base to target this archer queen. And the king's gonna go, oh, the bowlers are gonna walk. Only one bowler goes in. Well, it's okay, because guess what? He's got a lalo, he's not using dragons, and he's got one hound to target this air defense on the back end. Good job, man. Oh boy, check this out. Bowler's still doing work at 6 o'clock. The last AD does go down, and now it's just surgical looning, guys. He doesn't have to have any kind of tanking for these loons. He's just gonna use a haste spell to take out this Tesla farm and wizard tower farm up here. Good job there. Queen is still up, she's doing work, and she's taking out enough defenses to keep her alive with the healers. So this is really great, man. This is just, I mean, look how many troops he has left at the very end of this. Plenty of loons to take stuff out. Good job there. Bowler's still alive. He's got a wizard and a minion in the bag. He's gonna drop it for cleanup. And good job to Elrond. So really nice. I like the idea of merging that queen walk into a short charge with the king and the bowlers. I really like that idea. You know, if sometimes it's actually kind of funny, because sometimes when I'm doing a similar strategy to use dragons or baby dragons on the back end, sometimes I've had to drop king and bowlers with the queen if I made a mistake. Say queen died, sometimes if I'm thinking quickly enough, I can drop the king and the bowlers in to snag the healers from the healers that have lost their target. And that king and the bowlers can actually do quite a bit of work under rage to hollow out a base in a pinch. So anyways, guys, good job to Elrond, and good job to the guys at Boston Tea Party picking up the decisive midweek victory over OneHive Invicta. Looking to have a little bit better showing from them in their in a war against them later this season. And better luck next time, guys. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed the recap. Take care. See you later.